All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Big Blue Tea. Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Look, forget everything you think you know about preseason football, okay?
Yeah, it's easy to dismiss it.
Totally. But today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We want to show you why these snaps, the ones people often ignore, are actually like super high-stakes auditions, real-time, for NFL careers.
It's absolutely true. Job interviews and pads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our mission today is simple. Help you pinpoint how you can spot that next breakout player or understand a critical roster decision way before anyone else does.
And we're diving deep into some fantastic insights today, mainly from Big Blue preseason. Sleepers, stars, and snap judgments. It gives a really comprehensive look at the team's upcoming game against Buffalo.
Right.
And this isn't just about the highlight reels you see on TV. We're talking hidden gems, the crucial little details that honestly get lost in all the preseason hype.
Okay, so let's unpack that. A lot of fans, myself included sometimes, see preseason as just warm-ups, right? Shaking off the rust. But you're saying it's way more. How do these job interviews in pads, as you call them, really shape a player's future or even the team's overall strategy? What's really at stake for these guys?
That's a great question, and it really gets to the heart of the evaluation. Coaches, you see, they aren't just looking at the final score or, the flashy stats.
Okay.
What they're really watching is the process, how a player does things. It's about alignment. Is he lined up right? Assignment, does he actually know his job on that play?
Yeah.
Then the effort they give, play in and play out. And the finish, are they completing the play? Driving through the tackle. It's about doing it right, consistently, rep after rep.
So it's less about one amazing catch and more about just consistent execution, even when the game doesn't technically count in the standings.
Precisely.
And it's not just offense or defense either, is it? I've heard this term, the special teams elevator. What does that mean for players kind of fighting for their lives on the roster?
Oh, that's absolutely critical. Yeah. For those players battling for the last few spots, your sixth wide receiver, fifth cornerback, maybe sixth linebacker.
The bubble guys.
Exactly, the bubble guys. Special teams is often the fastest way, sometimes the only way, onto that final roster. You got to think of them covering kicks like their rent depends on it.
Ah.
Because honestly, their effort there, it can literally punch their ticket. It's a massive proving ground.
Okay, so if we, the listeners, want to watch like a coach, what's your grading lens? What are the key things you're focusing on when you evaluate these guys?
Right, so we've got four main areas, our sort of grading lens. First up, pre-snap.
Okay.
Basically, do they know it? Are they mentally locked in the right spot before the ball's even snapped?
Got it. Mental readiness first. What's next once the play starts?
That's get off. Simple question. Do they win at step one? That initial burst right off the snap, that first movement is crucial.
Win the first step. Makes sense. And then, as the play develops,
then it's finish. Ask yourself, ball or body? Are they making the play on the ball, like a PBU? Or are they making the tackle, finishing physically on the opponent, driving them back?
Okay, making the actual play. And finally, because one good play doesn't make a career.
Exactly. That's the last piece, repeatability. Was that awesome play just a flash in the pan, a fluke? Or can they actually do it again and again? Because consistency, that's what separates the guys who stick from the ones who don't.
Okay, love that lens. Pre-snap, get off, finish, repeatability. With that in mind, let's talk sleepers. These are the guys who might steep or basically earn their spot or get cut based on how they play now. First is Dalen Cambre, wide receiver core, special teamer. What's the vibe on him? What does the tape show?
Yeah, Cambre, he's an undrafted free agent, plays in the slot. What really stands out is his wiggle, good quickness, and he's got some real bravery going over the middle.
Doesn't shy away from contact.
Not at all. The projection for him is gunner on special teams. That's key, and maybe that WR6 spot. A guy who can come in, move the chains when the top guys need a breather. His tape shows a nice release toolbox.
Toolbox. Is that on it?
Things like jab steps, split releases, swipe moves with his hands, ways to create separation right at the line. He sets up his leverage fast.
So he's quick, but also skilled with his feet and hands.
Exactly. And they call him a through contact catcher. Means he can take a hit on a slant route and still hold on to the ball. Toughness.
Okay.
On special teams, he's good with lane integrity, staying in his lane on coverage, keeps his shoulder square, makes clean form tackles. So for Cambre against Buffalo, what we really want to see is, say, 2 third down catches that move the chains, and one really standout rep as a gunner on punt coverage.
Right.
Like one of the sources said, kind of amusingly, if you move the chains twice, I'm labeling my spice rack Cambre. That tells you something.
Huh. I love that. Okay, next up, Elijah Chatman, defensive tackle and honorary fullback.
That sounds interesting. What's his deal? Yeah, that's a unique one, isn't it? He's a compact DT out of SMU, known for being disruptive, plays with really good low pad level, gets leverage, and his first step, it can wreck a play before it even gets going.
Explosive first step.
Very. And the fact that coaches have apparently even thought about using him at fullback, that tells you a lot about the trust they have in his power and his instincts.
Definitely. So what jumps out on film?
That explosive get-off, like I said, he beats reach blocks almost immediately, uses his hands inside really well, gets that forklift leverage, driving blockers up and back, real short area pop, just sudden
leverage. I like that visual. And if they actually put him at fullback?
Well, if he does get snaps there, the tape suggests he's got strong lead block instincts, finds the right guy, finds the daylight, creates a path, moves a pile. So against Buffalo, for Chatman, we're looking for maybe 1 tackle for loss or a stuff behind the line. And this would be great. A red zone lead block where he just visibly moves somebody backwards, caves in a linebacker. The quote on this one was, "If Chatman caves a linebacker at the 2, I'm buying the D-line biscotti."
Haha. Okay, got to root for biscotti for the D-line then. Moving to the secondary, O'Donnell Fortune. Cornerback. What makes him a sleeper?
Fortune, yeah. He's a long corner, came from South Carolina. What you notice first are his feet at the line of scrimmage. Very calm, very patient. And he's a secure tackler, those 2 things. Super important for him nailing down that maybe CB5 spot and being a big special teams contributor.
Calm feet at the line. That's good for press coverage.
Absolutely. He uses a square press technique, wins with patience, doesn't panic and grab early, and when the ball's in the air, he keeps his eyes through the catch, meaning he plays the receiver's hands, not just lunging for the ball, helps him break up passes late.
Subtle but important technique. And his tackling, how does that fit in?
He's good at setting the edge against screens, perimeter runs, uses what they call force-fit tackling, gets himself in position to funnel the runner back inside towards the pursuit. So against Buffalo, we want to see 1 pass breakup on a timing route, like an out or a comeback, and 1 really solid stick tackle on special teams.
Okay.
The sources had a fun line for him, too. Fortune Cookie says, "Receiver, bring your chin strap. Gotta love the confidence."
Indeed. All right, our final sleeper, Marcus Mbow, offensive line, rookie. What's his mission and what should we watch for?
Mbow, rookie out of Purdue. Big guy. Described as a people mover. Got heavy, accurate hands and a strong anchor in pass pro. Pretty square base. His mission as a rookie is pretty straightforward, really.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Keep the pocket clean. Keep it square. Don't let free rushers get to the QB. Basic, but vital. On film, you see shock on contact, his initial punch. It can really disrupt a rusher's plan right away. And he's got a solid anchor versus power. Doesn't get easily pushed back into the quarterback's lap, keeps his feet under him.
Good anchor, good punch. That's what you want. How about moving guys in the run game? Combo blocks.
Yep. He executes those combo to climb blocks pretty well. That's where he helps double team a defensive lineman, then peels off climbs to the second level to block a linebacker. So from Mbow, success looks like this. A clean pocket when he's in there, 0 free runners hitting the QB.
Simple but crucial.
And the quote for him really sums it up. "If Mbow keeps the jersey clean, I'm writing his name on the dishwasher. He protects everything."
High praise for an O-lineman.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the sleepers, fascinating guys to watch. Now let's shift to the headliners, our sort of house blend of impact players, guys we expect to see making plays.
Right. And first up is Evan Neal, getting that RG reboot, moving inside to right guard.
Big move for a former top 10 pick.
Huge. The idea is to put him in a spot that maybe better suits his power. Less space to deal with than tackle. The motto is kind of new address, same violence.
Love it. So technically, what are we watching for with him at guard?
Couple of key things on his technique watch list. First, how he handles twist games in pass protection. When D linemen stunt and cross, he needs to keep his eyes inside, pass off the defender smoothly.
Communication and awareness.
Exactly. Then, in the run game, watch his pull and kick technique on certain plays, like gap runs or tosses. He pulls, needs to get to the edge, find the forced defender, and deliver a good square block. And lastly, just his finishers. Driving guys off the ball, hands inside, burying them with good balance, not just blocking them, dominating them.
So what does success look like for Neal against Buffalo?
We want to see maybe 2 clean pickups on those twist stunts and 1 really nasty pancake block on a pull. That had to show he's embracing that guard mentality.
Okay, next headliner. Jalin Hyatt. The vertical Z with the full tree. We all know the speed, but the buzz is he's expanding his game, right? Not just go routes.
That's the focus. Adding outs, posts, digs to his repertoire, showing better pacing in his routes, using his hands later to avoid tipping the route. This is where it gets really exciting for his development.
So what specific techniques show that growth?
Watch his stack and stem technique. Can he get right on top of the corner early in the route, stack him, and then make his break with a sharp stem? That creates separation. Also, his ability to ball track downfield and make catches comfortably, adjusting to the throw, not fighting it.
So it's the route running nuance beyond just blazing speed.
Precisely, and his tempo. Can he threaten deep, make the corner bail, and then snap off an 18-yard dig route? That shows the full route tree is blooming. Success for Hyatt against Buffalo, let's see, one explosive play 20-plus yards, air yards or YAC, and one precise catch on an intermediate route for first down. Show both dimensions.
Got it. Then there's the big one, Malik Nabers WR1 gravity. Sounds intense. Why does every rep look like a highlight trailer with him?
Yeah, the hype is real. It's the explosiveness off the line, first two steps are electric, violent hands at the catch point. And his YAC, yards after catch, it just makes angles lie. Defenders think they have him, and then they don't.
Wow. So what are the technical points to watch with him beyond just the raw talent?
Well, it's how he uses that talent. Look at his coverage control. Just by where he lines up, he can force the defense to adjust, maybe pull a safety over. That's gravity. Watch his execution on things like the slot fade or glance route, quick hitters designed to stress defenders in space. And then, the runway YAC, when he gets the ball with space, he just splits defenders, runs through arm tackles. It's special.
So his mere presence changes things for the defense. What's the goal for him in this first preseason game?
Let's see one of those that's unfair explosive plays, just something that makes you shake your head. And maybe even more importantly, a drive where you can clearly see his gravity opening things up for other receivers or the run game. That shows his impact goes beyond his own stats.
All right, final headliner, Jaxson Dart.
Yeah.
The rookie QB, rookie rhythm check. Big arm, we know that. But he's learning the pro game, timing, right?
Exactly. The focus is on the quick game, getting the ball out on time, improving his footwork on play action, and recognizing blitzes, knowing his hot reads.
So what are we watching for specifically with him?
Few things. His overall command. In the huddle, at the line with his cadence. Does he look calm, confident, eyes steady? Then his pre-snap plan. Can you see him identifying potential pressure, setting the protection, knowing where his answer is if the blitz comes?
Processing the defense before the snap.
Crucial. And then, can he make those layered throws? Hitting a dig route or a seam over a linebacker but in front of a safety? Those timing and touch throws that are key in the NFL needs to arrive just before the window closes.
Okay, it's about the mental game and precision, not just arm strength. What's a successful outing look like for Dart?
Let's see, one composed scoring drive, something built on rhythm throws, getting the ball out on time, and maybe cap it off with a decisive red zone rip, but confident throw into a tight window for a score, like a seam or a glance. That would be a really positive sign.
Okay, bringing it all together. The opponent is Buffalo. What's the quick version of their scheme? What challenges do they present?
Scheme cliff notes for Buffalo. They typically play a lot of nickel defense, so 5 defensive backs. It's got a zone match DNA, meaning their zones can convert to man depending on the routes. And they usually have a pretty disciplined front 7.
So what does that mean for Big Blue?
Means timing throws will likely be contested, windows will be tighter, and their run defense is usually pretty sound, guys filling the right gaps. They won't make it easy. Big Blue needs to be sharp, execute well.
Okay, knowing that defensive style, you mentioned a drive script wish list for Big Blue. What's the ideal way for them to start the game, maybe catch some guys early?
Yeah, this is kind of our ideal first series. We'd love to see them open with rhythm, maybe start with an RPO, run pass option, glance route to Nabers, get the ball out fast.
Get the rookie involved early.
Exactly. Then follow it up maybe with a GH counter that's guard handoff counter pulling Neal. Test his ability to pull and find that angle at guard right away. Nice mix of quick pass and power run.
Okay, establish some rhythm, test Neal. Then what? Time to stretch the field.
Yeah, then take your shot. Maybe second or third play. Execute a play action deep over route to Hyatt. Really sell the run fake, make the linebackers bite, and then layer that ball over them and across the field to Hyatt. That tests Dart's arm and Hyatt's expanded route running.
Nice. And for that short yardage spice you mentioned earlier.
Absolutely. Get down near the goal line. Substitute Elijah Chatman in at fullback for an inside lead play. Let him try to cave someone in. That's the kind of memorable tape with personality coaches love to see. Creates buzz.
Love it. And finally, a specific sequence to test Dart.
Yeah, give him a clear 3-play sequence at some point. Something like play 1, quick game, maybe just a simple H route. Play 2, a flood concept, reading high-low on one side of the field. Play 3, a red zone seam throw. If he can process and execute those 3 different types of plays back to back to back, that's a fantastic sign of progress.
Okay, great wish list. Now let's get into the tea leaves, some bold calls, some predictions from the source material we looked at. What stands out?
Okay, one bold prediction was Elijah Chatman get this logging both a tackle for loss and a goal line lead block in the same quarter.
Wow, that'd be something. Talk about versatility.
Right, a true 2-way impact in limited snaps. That would definitely turn heads.
What's another bold call?
This one involves Jalin Hyatt. The prediction is he catches 1 pass for over 30 air yards, the deep shot we talked about, A&D. He also snags like a 12-yard dig route to move the chains on a 3rd down.
Showcasing the full package.
Exactly, proving he's not just a one-trick pony, showing he can win deep and run those precise intermediate routes. That would be huge for his development narrative.
Definitely. Okay, this leads to a great question for you listening. Which would be a bigger pop moment for you?
Yeah.
Seeing Hyatt connect on that deep ball or watching Jaxson Dart lead a really composed, rhythm-based touchdown drive? Something to think about.
Yeah, good question.
And also, drop your own prediction. Who do you think emerges as the sleeper for that CB5 spot? Or maybe the WR6 role we discussed? Let us know.
So that really wraps up our deep dive into Big Blue's preseason, doesn't it? We've tried to unpack why these snaps truly matter way more than people think.
Yeah.
We've highlighted some key players to watch, both sleepers and headliners, and even sketched out what success looks like for them against Buffalo.
Absolutely. So now, hopefully, you feel armed with some key insights, some specific details to look for when you tune into the game. You'll be able to spot those subtle things, the little technique points, the process things that the coaches are really evaluating.
Yep.
It should help you see the game through a slightly different lens, feel really well informed, and maybe even spot that next key contributor before everyone else does.
All right, well, I think that just about wraps things up for this deep dive.
Yeah, seems like a good place to pause.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And a huge shout out always to BLKFREEZYTV.
Oh,
For
definitely.
the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep, their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.
Until next time.